Set. 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 Go. Set. Why did it hot? Green 80, run! Ready! Set. Let's go. Set. Ready!
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chargers and the Steelers. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. And come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win. And when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does...
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. They put Pickens in motion. From the gun on third down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
They face second down and 7. Now Herbert. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. What can they do here on third down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. From the gun, it's Herbert. His pass complete to Darius Davis. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after.
And he's in. Touchdown, LA. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Steelers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Levis to throw it here on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On the ground, here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Levis. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Herbert now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Harris. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 3. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not...
A dive, and he's in! Najee Harris. Touchdown Chargers. Dicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry out.
He's to the 15. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
We'll try the right side this time. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. We are through one. The Chargers out to the early lead. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And they will finally run him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points, but not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Recovered by the receiving team.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Finding the tight end. Here's Will Dissly. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Herbert to the air again. That's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Austin brought in motion. On 2nd down, Levis. He's going to air this one out. And the Chargers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
That caught by Davis. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. On 1st down, Levis. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. 2nd and a yard. Austin brought in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Levis. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Herbert now on 1st down. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Herbert trying to hustle his guys to the line. Throwing now is Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game. On 1st down, Herbert. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Now a screen set up for Harris. And he will get into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone. But no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Austin brought in motion. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Levis. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead down to 4. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top, as we'll get you down to... And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Oh, he tries to lateral the ball, but it's a mistake. That ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Harris. Harris, 1st down. He's not done. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Second down and 3. On the give, it's Harris. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they used the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
2nd and 7. Another run here with Harris. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. We'll try to run for it with Harris.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Levis to throw it here on first down. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he will go all the way. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The Chargers offense, and Justin Herbert getting... So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Open man is Davis. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Charger 1st down. On play action, now Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Herbert to the air again. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just 2 quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Give up the middle to Harris. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. a run with Harris. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Well, no excuses here, Mike. This is pretty clear. He just flat out pulled it and winds up missing it wide left.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. This secondary will get a... A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Need to score. They're going to need to speed up as they get to the line here. Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. On 1st down, Levis. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Slot man in motion right. On second down, Levis. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are able to extend the lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. A run. Here's Harris. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. On the handoff, here's Harris running right. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go, and it's Harris. A dive there, and he's lost the football.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive. But great job here by the defense coming away with the stop. And now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.